Welcome to this week's edition of Outdoors Online, a weekly webcast produced by the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. I'm your host, Tom Jensen. The Game and Fish Department is teaming with the North Dakota Cooperative Fur Harvester Education Program to sponsor a series of education classes. My guest this week is John Paulson. John is a very accomplished trapper and fur harvester and is one of the coordinators for the project. John, tell me a little bit about what you folks have got going on.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to share a little information with you today. We've been doing this cooperative fur harvester education probably about 10 years now, this course, and we do it in conjunction with the North Dakota Fur Hunters and Trappers Association and the Game and Fish Department, and we developed a comprehensive manual that is part of this course. It's a 16-hour course, and it's voluntary. It's not mandatory, and it's similar to hunter safety, but obviously we're talking about fur harvesting techniques, learn about fur bears and different things like that. It's a great course.
It's a whole different animal, no pun intended.
Yeah, exactly.
What can somebody that's interested in taking the class expect to learn?
Well, you know, we've had a wide variety of students take this class. A lot of women have taken the class. Obviously, a lot of people interested in learning more about fur harvesting, whether it be predator hunting or hound hunting or using foothold traps or cable devices to different type of capture techniques for fur bears. But we've also had a lot of interest in people just learning more about the whole aspect of fur harvesting, you know, and photography. We've had a number of people take the class that wanted to call in a fur bearer and take pictures of it. So a wide variety of interest levels in the course.
Is it something that you don't need high technology, you don't need past experience?
Absolutely, Tom. We've had a wide variety of age groups take the course. Everything from kids all the way up to 80-year-old folks take the course, and they all got a lot out of it. There isn't any limitations to that. We go through everything in a slow, methodical way so everybody can understand, and it's not going to be over anybody's head, so to speak. So yeah, it's open to anybody.
This is a time now, I guess, that muskrats, for a while, prices were high and there was a lot of interest in muskrat trapping. Coyote prices are fairly high. You, I would guess, show people how they can maybe make a little bit of money on a real fun hobby.
It is. You know, we all know that fur bears are a renewable resource, and depending on the year and the market out there, it's like the stock market, it goes up and down. But we go through everything about learning about the fur bear, learning about capture techniques, and then harvesting that fur bear, and then marketing it, skinning it, fleshing it, putting it up, proper way to do that, and to send it off to an auction house or sell it locally. We talk about all aspects of that.
I know Chris Grondal from the Game and Fish Department is doing a part of the project on the history of fur bearers in the state, so people can learn a little bit about that too.
That is a very interesting chapter of our manual, is the history of fur bears in North Dakota. And I do have to say that we are very fortunate to have a tremendous amount of knowledge in the instructors that we have in this course. We have a tremendous amount of talent throughout the state that help teach this course, and we have a number of courses that we plan to have scheduled in other parts of the state. Jamestown, for example, north central part of the state. We hope to have one in Fargo, but the one we're working on right now is the one here in Bismarck. The 16-hour course does give the student a certification afterwards, and what that allows them to do is, if a person wanted to travel to another state to harvest fur bears, a lot of those states require a certification, and that's what this 16-hour course will allow them to do. Kind of like hunter education. Kind of like hunter education, very similar to that. But again, in North Dakota right now, it is a voluntary course. It isn't mandatory in order to get a fur bear stamp or a license in North Dakota. You don't have to take this course. I think it's highly recommended because you'll learn a lot about the species you're pursuing prior to going out and doing that.
Let's go over times and places for the workshop and probably the tentative workshops too.
Yeah, the scheduled course that we have planned here in Bismarck is going to be on August 18th, 20th, and 22nd. And the first 2 nights, it'll be a Tuesday night and a Thursday night, and they run from 5:30 to 9:30, right at the main Game and Fish office. And then that Saturday, the 22nd of August, we run a full day from 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and that's all outside. It's going to be out in the environment, setting the equipment, learning how to set them, putting the waders on, getting your hands dirty, and then learning more about how to put the fur bears up. And that will also be here out at the Owls facility at the main Game and Fish office.
Okay, in just a minute we'll tell people how they can get signed up and things. John, it's a very worthwhile venture.
Yes, it has been. I thoroughly enjoy teaching and instructing this course. It's a passion of mine, has been a long time, and I really appreciate the opportunity to give more information to others.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
If you're interested in signing up for the Fur Harvester class, go to the Game and Fish website at gf.nd.gov and click on the Hunter Education Enrollment link, and then click on the list of Hunter Education courses. You'll find the registration for the Fur Harvester class there. You can also enroll by calling John Paulson directly at 701-471-2178. For John Paulson and the staff here at North Dakota Game and Fish, thanks for joining us for Outdoors Online. We'll see you again next week.